Did Justin Barcia deserve to be disqualified at the Budds Creek National? What's up, guys? Welcome to This Week in MXA, episode number 87, presented by O'Neill Racing. Thank you guys for tuning in. In this episode, we have to talk about Justin Barcia versus Dylan Ferrandis at Budds Creek. Yes, Barcia did take him out. There's video footage and there's photos by Brown Dog Wilson. We're going to talk about that as it resulted in Justin Barcia being disqualified from the second moto, earning 0 points that time out on the track. And Dylan Ferrandis, he's beaten and bruised and trying to get ready for Ironman this weekend. We're also going to be talking about Aaron Plessinger. He's riding on the stock WP Air Forks. And we got some more coverage. Team USA is racing Motocross of Nations. We're going to talk about their team and more. Let's dive into it. So diving right into it, Justin Barcia, he has had a few run-ins this year and a few run-ins really his whole career with a lot of riders, and it always sticks out as being an aggressive rider on the track. Personally, I like to think of myself as being an aggressive rider as well. I'm not afraid to get close. I'm not afraid to hit and get in, have contact with other riders. Obviously, I'm not doing that so much anymore in the pro ranks, but if I'm battling for a win at the Two-Stroke National or somewhere else where I'm really running up front, I'm not scared to get up close and make it exciting, because I think motocross is a contact sport, rubbing is racing. I think everybody can agree with that, but there's always a line, a sportsmanship line where, hey, you cross the line, you went a little bit, that angle coming into the corner was a little bit too much. So we're always trying to work where that line is, and everybody has their own idea of where the line of too aggressive and dirty meets. This time, Justin Barcia, he has GoPro footage from the front number plate on his Gas MC450, and Dylan Ferrandis, he has photos from Brown Dog Wilson, who shot photos from the backside of the crash as Dylan was getting taken out by Justin Barcia. The story first came out with Dylan Ferrandis telling it that Justin Barcia came off the track and T-boned him, and Dylan said, hey, I'm injured and I'm not feeling too good getting ready for Ironman this weekend. But Justin Barcia, he released the GoPro footage, and that kind of makes it a little more clear, but it's still not 100% clear because the GoPro wasn't on his head, it was on his front number plate, which doesn't give you such a wide view of exactly what happened. But I'll read the quote from Dylan Ferrandis here. Dylan posted after the race, Budds Creek Moto 2, I got T-boned by Barcia. Pretty normal from him, but this time he went off the track in a previous corner where I passed him, gained time off the track, and went straight into me and made me crash. At this point, I don't really care about that, but I just wonder how his team, sponsor, family, friends, trainer, fan can support that. Yes, he got disqualified, but he will do it again next weekend and every other race, and nothing will change. No sportsmanship and a bad image for our sport. Very sore today, and I hope I can make it to the next race at 100%. So that was Dylan Ferrandis posting photos of the crash from the other side, which you couldn't really get a lot of context there. Then Justin Barcia, he posted today, Monday, after the race, 3 sides to every story, his, mine, and the truth. Here is the GoPro footage showing that I didn't T-bone anyone and me going off the track, and that the hit was a racing incident. So there you have it. You have both sides of the story. Objectively, for me, as a racer myself, looking at it, one, you got to take into the chance that this is a slow section of the track. The corner before, those guys are in second gear, just barely cruising on the throttle when the first pass was made. When Barcia went off the track, they're both going pretty slow into the next left-hand corner. 2, Dylan Ferrandis, in my eyes, should know that Justin Barcia is right there on the inside of him. Obviously, Dylan hit that berm and got on the gas, or Barcia was not planning on Ferrandis to do that. Barcia was planning on taking the line no matter what. He takes the line, Ferrandis goes down, Barcia gets up, Barcia keeps going, lets off the gas. So you could tell that he knew it was a big hit. Even if you're the rider that's taking someone out, when you get hit like that, you can feel it. And so Barcia obviously lets off the gas, but gets on going. He gets disqualified, doesn't score any points for that moto. So the question mark is, if any other 450 rider were to take out Dylan Ferrandis like this, would they be disqualified? Or is this only a Justin Barcia thing because of the history that he's had in the past, especially this year, even taking out Malcolm Stewart at the season finale of Supercross? Now that one was on TV and everybody could see that pretty clearly. So that's the question mark. Leave a comment down below, let us know what your guys' thoughts are. Obviously it's still kind of hard to tell because the GoPro's positioned on the front number plate, but it certainly makes things interesting and leaves up the question, where the line between dirty and racing, dirty and aggressive is in our sport. More news from the Budds Creek National. The 450 class was extremely exciting this weekend. Leading up to this race, Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac have been very, very consistent, 1 and 2 in every moto so far for a long ways. Well, not this weekend. Things got very exciting when Chase Sexton struggled big time in the first moto, finishing 7th, and Eli Tomac took the win in the first moto. After that moto, I would have said, man, Tomac has this championship in the bag now. It's gonna be hard for Chase to make up this points deficit. Moto 2 comes around, Chase still makes a couple mistakes, still crashes, has to fight to the front, but Chase Sexton, he takes the win, and Eli Tomac, he was the one who was struggling out there. He ended up finishing 5th, so now the points swapped. Chase Sexton came in with the red plate and a 1-point lead, and now they leave. Eli Tomac has the red plate and a 1-point lead, with Chase Sexton second right behind him. So very exciting for the Pro Motocross series. Very exciting time to be a motocross fan with the points lead so close between the top 2 450 riders with just 2 rounds left in the series. Behind them was extreme battles as well. Ryan Dungey was fighting very hard trying to get his first podium of the season. He ended up going 4-4 after leading laps in the second moto. He ended up 4th overall. Ken Roxon, he went 3-3, ended up 3rd overall on his Honda CRF 450. So awesome to see him bounce back this weekend and finish consistently and get on the podium. And also congrats to Jason Anderson for winning his 2nd ever 450 national overall win with a 2-2 score at Budds Creek. So his first one came at Hangtown, second one at Budds Creek, making things very exciting in the 450 class. Although the points chase isn't as close in the 250 class, the battles were still really exciting at the Budds Creek National. Congrats to RJ Hampshire and the Rockstar Husqvarna team for getting the win in the 250 class. Now that is the first win for the new generation Husqvarna and or KTM in the 250 class this year. They weren't able to get wins in Supercross, and this is their first win in outdoors with that brand new KTM/Husky 250. So RJ Hampshire delivers that for Husqvarna. Great job to him. Also great job to Joe Shimoda for winning that second moto and looking dominant out there. That was a lot of fun to watch. Justin Cooper, there were rumors that he was under the weather. I hope that he was under the weather because he definitely didn't put up a strong fight when the other guys went around him. My brother, he came back from injury. He crashed in the first moto at Millville. So he DNF'd Millville, took a couple weeks off. He didn't race Washougal, didn't race Unadilla, and came back for Budds Creek National. Led half of the first moto, which was pretty impressive. I was a little bit surprised with. And crashed in the first moto, but still ended up 4th, and then battled to 7th in the second moto. And overall, good day at Budds Creek. Fun to watch the battles there. And Jet Lawrence, he is still in another zip code in the 250 class. Even though he didn't win at Budds Creek, he still ended up on the podium and still has a massive points lead. Also, we got a deal for you guys. If you haven't heard, and if you're not already subscribed to Motocross Action Magazine, now is your chance to do so. It is $24.99 to subscribe to 1 year's worth of the magazine getting shipped to your front door every month. This one's extra special to me because Trevor got this photo of me whipping it and made it on the cover of the October issue. But with that $24.99 that you spend on the 1 year subscription, we send you a $25 gift card to Rocky Mountain ATV MC so you can order some parts there. So we're basically paying you to subscribe to the magazine. It's a bonus for Rocky Mountain because you're going to their website and you're probably gonna spend a little bit more than $25. It's a bonus for us because you're subscribed to the magazine, and it's a double bonus to you because you get paid in Rocky Mountain cash and you get to read Motocross Action Magazine, get it shipped to your front door once a month for 12 months in a row. Good stuff. Be sure to check us out there. Also, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well to get notifications whenever we release a new video. Next up, Aaron Plessinger. He has been running the WP Exact Air Forks, the same forks that you can buy on your stock 2023 KTM 450. He's running those on his race bike. Very, very surprising stuff. The factory teams, they usually run WP cone valve forks, which is the Pro component suspension. It's the WP equivalent to A-kit suspension. You can buy 48mm cone valves. That's what most people run. That's what the 250 class runs. But the 450 riders, they usually run the bigger 52mm cone valve forks, a little bit stiffer, stronger, and just top of the line from WP. Pretty surprising stuff. We heard that Aaron Plessinger got to ride Cooper Webb's KTM 350 that he's been riding off-road lately. and it had air forks on it. Aaron liked it, said, hey, I want air forks. He raced with it at Unadilla and at Budds Creek, and he was going fast both weekends, so pretty interesting stuff. I personally like those air forks. I've raced with them many times, and now Aaron Plessinger is having fun on his factory Red Bull KTM 450 with stock air forks. And next, Team USA has been officially announced. Yes, Chase Sexton, Eli Tomac, and Justin Cooper will be representing for the American crowd at the Redbud Motocross of Nations is coming up in about 5 weeks. Pretty interesting stuff. So Team USA, we still have the most wins out of any country in the world with 22, and now we're trying to get our 23rd win this coming Motocross of Nations this year. It has been since 2011 that Team USA has taken home the win, but in that streak from 2005 to 2011, Team USA won 7 times in a row. And to start off that trend was the 2005 victory where Ricky Carmichael, Kevin Windham, and Ivan Tedesco won, and they were numbers 101, 102, and 103 at the Motocross of Nations, and that kicked off a long string of victories. This year, Tomac, Sexton, and Cooper are going to be running 101, 102, and 103 at the Redbud Motocross of Nations, so hopefully we can kick off a win and get the ball back in the Americans' court. Next up, we also have Alex Martin's Club MX Yamaha YZ450 video that we got to test at the South Carolina Club MX training facility. It was an awesome experience being out there, and we just released our video, so be sure to check that out on our YouTube channel and on our website to see and learn all about Alex Martin's 450. I gotta say, Alex Martin, he's ridden for a lot of teams, and for him to go to Club MX Yamaha and then invite his brother and convince his brother to join the team to ride a 250 for that team in 2023. That says a lot about the Club MX Yamaha team, and that says a lot about the Martins and their trust in that team. So pretty cool stuff. Alex Martin is retiring after the 2022 outdoor season, so it was a pleasure for us to be able to ride his last race bike, and check out the video on our channel. Also, stay tuned for upcoming Gas videos as we just received 5 2023 Gas. We got the 250, 350, 450, 4-strokes, and the 125 and 252 strokes. We're gonna be testing them, riding them, and working on videos and articles on those bikes here shortly. So stay tuned to our channel for those. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.